Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Episode 92, the Big Easy Blitz podcast. This pod is brought to you by Mercado.
3750 Williams Boulevard, 70065, Kenner, Louisiana. Go check them out.
Telling the boys that Big Easy Blitz sent you. They are open today. Very good stuff. Very good food over there. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's hump day. Today we're going to be talking about or covering the trade deadline, NBA trade deadline, and the lack of it, the lack thereof, I should say. We're going to be
Got
talking.
some time left, but
Yep. We might talk a little Super Bowl, a little NFL. The fact that Bill Belichick was not a first ballot Hall of Famer is insane to me.
preposterous to use Brock's
Preposterous,
word.
preposterous. And then we'll dive into a little LSU baseball. About that time, we're about 2 weeks away.
Can't
I
wait.
think it's yeah, 2 weeks from Friday is
They got the
opening.
scrimmages this week, huh?
They do, or three. I'm sorry, 3 weeks from Friday. Yes, they do have a scrimmage. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Come see what the LSU Tigers are all about this year. I promise you, they're really good. But let's jump right in. NBA trade deadline or the lack thereof. I wanted to start with this. Obviously there was a report that Giannis would be okay leaving his home or something or finding a new home. But then some circulation about the Pelicans and the pick and all that. And Connor's going to explain to us what that is and what that means because I'm very lost on it. So go ahead.
Yeah, so if y'all haven't seen this big news, the Bucks are now taking offers for Giannis. Uh, which I mean there have been rumors about this for a couple months now, but they're actually taking offers for him. So if I don't know. I'm just throwing this out there. Say the Warriors throw out a big package for Giannis. Uh, they would actually say yes if they like the package. For the Pelicans, this is going back 5, 6 years at this point. They when they traded Drew Holiday to the Bucks, they got the right to the 2027 pick swap. So, meaning if the Pelicans had or sorry, if the Bucks had a better pick than the Pelicans could uh utilize that pick swap. Therefore, the Pelicans would say get the third pick and the Bucks would get the ninth pick. However, if both the Pelicans and the Bucks pick winds up in the top four, if your pick is in the top four, it can't be conveyed to like a different team. So if both of the picks wind up being in the top four, the Pelicans get both of them.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
now, I don't think the Pelicans are going to be that bad next year, but if they are,
Something to look forward to.
I mean, two top four picks? Are you kidding me? Now, this is a lot of what if, and Giannis hasn't even been traded yet. The
True.
Bucks are still doing pretty poor right now, but um,
Unless they get an absolute haul back for Giannis, which they will, I would assume that they would be pretty bad to mediocre at best to bad. So we could be looking at a top 4, 5 pick.
if the Bucks do deal Giannis, I guarantee you they're going to be bad. That's why I just said like they're already doing pretty
Well,
poorly.
what if it's like a when the Pelicans traded Anthony Davis, they got a haul back, but they were maybe not the next year, but they were good.
Yeah, I know. No, I know what you're
I feel
saying.
like Giannis would command more than Anthony Davis did.
Well, he probably would. Yeah. Um, but the Bucks, if they do trade Giannis, I just don't have confidence that they would be good. I really don't. And normally when things like this happen, I'm like, okay, I'm not buying it. Like I'm not buying that Giannis will actually get traded. I'm actually buying it this time. I think if the right package comes along, we could see Giannis moved within the next 10 days or so.
Keep going. I'm gonna look up some mock trades for Giannis. See if it's
Yeah, I saw one of them was centered around Jimmy Butler. Even though the Warriors just traded for him and extended him to that big old extension. Um, and then in addition to Giannis, the Giannis news came out that DeJounte Murray is open to being traded. Now, my brother DeJounte, if we do wind up moving you, you might be my least favorite Pelican in the history of the Pelicans franchise. And that's a strong word. He played like a total of 5 games for this franchise, and we gave up one of the best defenders um, in the NBA right now, Dyson Daniels. Granted, he's the worst statistically offensive player in the NBA. He's shooting like 14% from three. But I mean, we were talking about DeJounte Murray being back in mid-December. It's basically February now. So,
that's good. Yeah.
and I don't even know what a trade package for DeJounte would look like.
I don't know who would take him on.
Somebody would. Somebody would probably like I don't know, maybe a second round pick and a role player. Like
He keeps up. The lighting's off on his phones.
yeah, the I, that trade for the Pels is looking worse and worse. That's not plugged in. Don't worry about it, bro. Um, it's looking worse and worse every single day. Um, every single day, or every single game, Dejounte doesn't play. Like we saw that news. I saw it on Instagram. I don't know about you, but like I saw the news of him getting traded on Instagram, and the front page, like or the front slide of the post was just like a picture of DeJounte and it said breaking. So I thought that meant like maybe he would wind up playing or something um in the next game. But no, it's just that he's open to having a new home. Okay, bro. Okay.
No, player on the Pelicans that I think at this point is an absolute lock to get traded is Jordan Poole. I don't think he's played in the last two games.
Talk about
Coach's decision
yeah,
too.
you're right. But talk about people not wanting to take on players. Who would want Jordan Poole? Like
Yeah,
at this point in his career, who would want Jordan Poole? Like I guess he's still kind of young, but he plays
just
no
careless.
defense.
He's
He's
careless with the
careless.
ball. He's just somebody I feel like will take him. I mean, the Pelicans are
Yeah,
willing to
maybe
take him from the Wizards, so
like a scoring option off the bench. I don't know, but
well, we'll see. I do think that he's 100% getting traded. Just the
I
lack
do
of
agree.
minutes that he's getting right now. And how about Yves Missi? Just completely turning around the narrative. Everybody wanted to shout out you for that video. If you missed it, Connor put out a video on Yves Missi. I think when it came out that he was
Being
on
shot
the
for putting
trade market.
that. Yeah,
Yeah. And he has completely turned that narrative around. He's been balling
he's been
recently.
balling. Literally, I think they played 3 games since I made that video, and he's been awesome in all 3 of them.
Maybe they saw the video because they started playing him.
Maybe he himself saw the video.
Mhm.
Um,
I have a Giannis mega trade pulled up and buckle up for this one. I'm gonna need some help on the names. Um, it's between the Knicks, Bucks, and Blazers. The Knicks would receive Giannis and Jeremy Grant. The Bucks would receive Karl Anthony Towns, Miles McBride, Pacome Dadier,
I don't. Oh,
and a lot of picks.
I
I'll
don't
just say
know.
1, 2, 3,
Wow,
4, 5 first round picks.
Cat and 5 first round picks. That's a lot.
And Miles McBride, give credit where
Okay,
credit's
yeah,
due.
yeah. Dude, Miles McBride's actually a good NBA player. Like he's a solid NBA player.
And the Blazers would get Mikal Bridges and Yaz Busele. I'm not even gonna try his first name.
Yabusele, Gershon.
There
So
were rumors that the Pelicans are gonna try and go after him.
I saw that. I don't understand.
Now that one page that made it is probably I don't want to be mean, probably one of the worst Pelicans insider pages I've ever seen. This person that I'm talking about wanted the Pelicans to let Jordan Poole run the offense. So take that with a grain of salt. Yeah, okay.
Um,
Go ahead.
but giving up, so in that mock trade, you're giving up Mikal Bridges, you're giving up Karl Anthony Towns, and 5 first round picks for Giannis.
Well,
That is
they
ins
from the Knicks. They were from Portland too.
Call it 3 first
Yeah,
round picks.
let's
Call it 3 first round picks. That I guarantee you Portland would be given
what's
3. That's unbelievable. 2 All-Stars and then
6 first round picks. I'm sorry. 6 total first round picks.
if I'm the Bucks, I'm doing that in a heartbeat.
Take the Thunder right.
Yeah.
They just traded for a bunch of picks and it's working right now.
Yeah, and then maybe like if you really want to take the Thunder out, then you trade Cat
Yeah.
to get
Even
more first round picks. Then next thing you know, you have 9 first round picks for the next 2 years. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the news for the NBA trade deadline. I want the Pelicans to make some selling moves. There's no reason in the world they should be buying at this state of their franchise. They have the worst record in the NBA. And you're 11 games out of the play-in. Now, you have been playing better basketball. You played the Thunder to a tight game yesterday. You beat the Spurs, the 2-seeded Spurs the other day, and then you also beat the Grizzlies. But anybody who wants the Pelicans to buy as the worst team in the league, that makes absolutely no sense.
26 games below 500.
Yeah, something like that. It's not remarkable. It's not even close. Um, but yeah, I think the Pels need to make a selling move and I guess just try to play the best basketball you can the rest of the season because you don't have your first round pick. So normally I would say take it out, but you can't. So
Falcons are actually the Falcons right now, the NBA. They don't have the first round pick, and they're still bad.
Yeah.
So
Shout out Derek Queen and Jeremiah Fears, rising stars, by the way.
yeah, Jeremiah Fears got into a big scuffle last night with Lou Dort.
Don't get me started on Lou Dort,
Top
bro.
five least favorite players in the NBA of all time. That I personally watched. That whole Thunder's roster is probably on there just from the playoff series and how they went from one of the most fun teams and most likable teams in the NBA to the most hated team in the NBA.
If you look, I'm glad you brought that up. If you look at like the span of our lifetime, say 2016, 2017, where we first like really started getting like this love for sports,
Yeah,
I loved the Thunder.
Russ and KD
Russ,
and all.
KD, Harden, Serge Ibaka, Oladipo, and Domantas Sabonis were on those teams. Yeah, and now they're by far my least favorite team. And I texted somebody this earlier. They're creeping up to the level of like teams I like despise. Like I just cannot stand. Like they're rapidly approaching that.
See, you're talking about that. I'm talking about like the team they have now was likable even 2 years ago, like
Yeah,
with the post game interviews and all that.
yeah. I
And
see what
then
you're saying.
and then Shea just became what he is. Just it's literally just turned into like an acting. When you play the Thunder, you have to out thunder the Thunder. Like it's insane. Like watching the Pelicans game yesterday, it was like, and what irked me to my core yesterday was seeing Thunder players throw their arms up for every foul that was called. I don't know why that hurt. That oh my God, I just enraged me seeing that. It's like, dude, when you watch, just go watch Zion highlights and just watch how he gets mauled every time he goes to the cup and
Imagine if
never.
Zion got the shade
Oh my
treatment. I
God,
think Zion would
be the most hated player in the league. I'm
he'd
just saying.
average 50 free throws a game. He would average 50 free throws a game.
Like, you're probably not lying. He gets absolutely mauled every time he goes up to the goal. It's and then Shea, who gets literally not even
Just
touched.
sometimes he doesn't even get
Like not,
touched.
not even get touched. He just throws his head back and he gets the foul call.
It's
Um,
absolutely remarkable. And then you have Blue Dort
dude, who
body checking people all the time.
I will never ever forget Lou Dort against Brandon Ingram. Every time that man guarded him, it looked like pickup basketball defense, where you call your own
He's
fouls.
referencing the 2023 NBA
Yeah,
or sorry, yeah, series. Series.
wild card, first round,
Yeah.
first round. The Pelicans got swept by the Rising Thunder. Um, but yeah, I mean, NBA trade deadline. Nothing's going on. I don't think has there even been any trades,
Not
even
yet.
like little ones. When is the
They're
deadline?
gonna start
Is it
coming
the
in.
fifth?
February 5th, I would say.
So I mean, right now it's the 28th of January, so we got a little over a week.
Yeah.
But what will the Pelicans do? I obviously want them to sell. Connor wants them to sell, but I think everybody but that organization wants to sell. So we'll see what they do.
I mean, like this is just rudimentary things. Like if you're the
Word of the
worst,
day.
if you're the worst team in the NBA, in no world should you be buying.
You shouldn't have that many untouchables with as
Like I've seen way too many things about the Pelicans buying, and we're gonna wrap this part up shortly. But like, why is
it's like,
buying even a
what are you buying for?
question?
Like, are you buying? Like, I don't understand buying. Like, you're
Are
not
you
winning
buying to
anything
like
this
try
year,
to make a push at the play-in in which you're 10 games back already,
and then you'll lose in the first round to the one seed anyway.
just to push your franchise
Yeah,
back from actually contending 2 more years? Yeah, I don't know. Like I'll never forget when the Pelicans traded 5 second-round picks for Josh Richardson. He played half a season with the Pelicans.
yeah.
Five.
Didn't we give up Devontae Graham in that trade too?
Yes, and Devontae.
I found myself watching Devontae Graham highlights a few weeks ago. Shout out
Shout
Devontae.
out Devontae.
I have no idea why his name came to my mind.
Think he's playing overseas now.
Good for him. At least he's still doing.
Good
He's
for
still
him.
balling. All right, let's move on to what do you want to do? The NFL real quick, or
I'll just go do LSU baseball.
wait, let's just actually no. I'll put out a TikTok on the Bill Belichick situation.
Yeah.
LSU baseball. It's that time. Kind of hold a special place in our heart because the first when we started this pod, it was about LSU baseball. And it was I want to say right before no, it was the South Carolina baseball series. I remember we did a video and I had a rant because the LSU baseball lost to South
Yeah.
Carolina, who was terrible last year, and I had a rant. So LSU baseball will always hold a special place in our heart.
They won the championship.
They did.
The
They
first
did.
couple of videos were about them.
I'm wearing the hat right now. So for our fans though, I think I can say this now. You will not be hearing from me as much as more in detail as last year, because I do work with the LSU baseball team. I'm one of the off the field managers, so I will not be able to. We're still gonna talk about it, obviously, but there's some things I will not be able to say obviously. And it doesn't mean I'm gonna tell Connor. Connor's not gonna know anything. I don't tell anybody anything.
Yeah.
Um, I'll say that they're very good. I have been able to go to scrimmages, as everybody's been able to go to scrimmages. There's nothing that I know right now that other people don't, at least that I know of. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to risk that, because what the job is a dream come true. And I'm very blessed to have that. But this team is very good. I do think that they're more balanced. Just from the names that were brought in. I'll say if you've been to the scrimmages, everybody who's been to the scrimmages knows the guy named Zach York, first base. That guy's an absolute stud. I don't know if he's going to start. I would assume he would start, but I don't know anything. I genuinely do not know. But this can be a fun season. So, Connor, you go ahead and take it away. What you see, because you have been to a couple of scrimmages.
Yeah, I mean, Zach York's an absolute monster. If you get to watch LSU in person, if you get to come to the box, I mean, the dude's a tank. He hit a ball. He hit a ball that I don't know if the ball's landed yet, but like in one of the scrimmage off of his name eludes me. I don't remember.
And the most recent scrimmage?
Yeah, it was a guy that I don't remember his name.
Was.
I think it was number 35. We were
That's
talking about him.
Reagan Rick.
Yeah, him.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I mean, Zach York, absolute unit. I think he's gonna play a big role in this team this year. And LSU coming as a number two team in the country. I mean, I think it's kind of disrespectful after winning it all last year. You beat UCLA in the postseason, and they're ranked in front of you. So I think they're going to use that as kind of a chip on their shoulder, which is weird because how often do you see teams like reigning champions come in with a chip on your shoulder? But I think LSU is going to use that. Kaysen Evans, William Schmidt, looking for Kaysen to take the next step into dominance. William Schmidt, hopefully he can pull it together this year, and really tap into that potential he had coming out of high school. And then Derek Curiel, I mean, the dude's put on like 25 pounds of muscle. I was walking the other day by Alex Box and he walked past me. I was like, holy crap, the dude looks like a Greek god. Um, and while, like Brock said, I was at one of the scrimmages and he hit a ball very far that went over the fence. Um, it,
That's one way to put it.
yeah, he laid into the ball. I mean, we didn't really see that power from him last year, but it certainly seems like this year he does have it. And yeah, I think LSU's pitching staff, obviously they lost a lot, but I don't think they're really going to skip a beat with these two new guys. Hopefully can step into the role of Anderson and Ianson.
Yeah. Hopefully a guy like Kaysen. I mean, I think everyone would assume Kaysen Evans is going to be the number one.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think that's fair to say.
yeah. And even though I work with the team, I could not tell you who's going to be the number two or number three starter.
Brock's not inside Jay Johnson's head.
No, no. I genuinely, I do not. I could not tell you.
Well, I think the righty's kind of on the wall. Like I don't see why Casey Evans wouldn't be the
Yeah.
number one
I mean,
guy. I mean, he saved their season last
yeah,
year.
I would assume he's number one. I feel like that was kind of you saw that at the end of the season last year. They started to use him more. But this year, yeah. I mean, I would think he'd be the opening day starter. After that, uh, maybe a guy like Cowan. If does William Schmidt turn a corner? Maybe some of the new guys, which I'm going to go through all the new guys and where they came from. Some freshmen,
I
some.
want to I want to say something real quick. I saw the perfect game like top 50 sophomores or something like that, and Will Schmidt was ahead of Casey Evans. Will Schmidt was number 11. Casey Evans was like number 13 or something like that. So I don't know.
They're
Maybe
they're
maybe
high on
people
Will
are
Schmidt.
buying into Will Schmidt. So
Yeah.
no reason not to. I mean, dude was projected to be a first round pick in the or MLB at high school. So
Yeah. So maybe he has a Cade Anderson type turnaround. That's what we're all hoping for as LSU fans. But here, I'll go
yes,
through the
keep it good.
roster for those who haven't been keeping up with it. So the first guy, we got Braden Simpson, transfer from High Point, excuse me, High Point University. He's an infielder. Um, at High Point, he was their best player. He can hit very well. Defense, he was okay at High Point. We'll see where he plays this year. But he's a very good hitter. Moving on, we got. Sorry, I'm doing this on the fly. Daniel Harden, he's a JUCO transfer from Catholic of Baton Rouge. Shout out. He's a junior outfielder. We'll see. I don't know much about him coming in, but maybe
At the scrimmage I was at, he hit a double. He
yeah.
laid it to it.
So yeah, I'm trying to think. LSU's outfield's kind of already set. They have all three returners from last year.
Yeah.
So you would assume that they're going to be your starters. But look for other guys. Maybe I mean every year I feel like there's a freshman that emerges for LSU. Obviously 2 years ago it was Milam. This past year was Curiel.
And
Uh,
Kingston.
and Casey Evans. Yes, true. Completely forgot. Trying to think. No, that was only. Yeah, no. But like every year there's a freshman that makes comes onto the scene. Next one, we got the first freshman on the list. We got Ethan Klaus. He's an infielder. Um, don't know where he's from. I'm just gonna. This is kind of useless. Mason Braun, another outfielder. He's a freshman. Um, Cooper Moore. He's a transfer pitcher from Kansas. Yes, Kansas. From what I before the season when I looked him up, people were comparing him to Cowan, who throws harder. So keep an eye on him during the season. But he's 6'1", 200. So we'll see. He's a right-handed pitcher.
Got a nice frame.
Yeah. William Patrick, he was the highly touted freshman. I forget where he was. I just saw he was.
He's from Louisiana.
Yeah. He is from. Or I'm trying to see where he's ranked. Um, it does not have his number. Okay. No, but yeah, he was a very highly touted freshman coming out of high school, and LSU was able to land him on campus. 6'2", 209, and he can absolutely fly. He's
Yeah,
very, very fast. Um, maybe a guy who emerges, the freshman. You know, yeah, I'm telling you, there will be a freshman that emerges. It happens every year at LSU. Seth Dardar, shout out, went to Jesuit for a couple of years before transferring to the biggest rival in Jesuit school, who will not be named. Um, he's a sixth-year guy from Kansas State. He actually hit a home run against Cade Anderson last year
yeah, he
when
did.
LSU played Kansas State. So he now came and joined the good guys over here. Seth Dardar. Omar Cerna, he's another highly touted freshman catcher who skipped on the draft to come to Baton Rouge and play for Jay Johnson. Um,
The amount of people that have skipped out on the draft that could go in like the first or second round to come play for Jay Johnson,
it's
that just tells you enough.
he's one of the best recruiters in the nation. Um, yeah, I would expect him and Aaron Beatty, all three catchers, him, Aaron Beatty, and Yaman to rotate in the beginning of the year and emerges from there. Similar to what they did last year with Hernandez and Aaron Beatty. They played a lot until the end when Hernandez ultimately emerged and they let him play.
Where's he at now?
He signed with the Twins, I think. I don't know where he's at in the minors though. Danny Lockenmeyer, he is from, if you remember, when LSU played that weird weekday um like 2 games series against North Dakota State.
Uh,
He pitched against them. He was very good. And Jay Johnson got his eyes on him and got him in the
like a
portal.
tryout where these
Yeah,
little mid majors come and play
that's the
LSU.
second straight year. Because if you remember 2 years ago, Zach
Talent,
Allen was
yeah.
on Wofford. So Danny Lockemeyer, he's a lefty, 6'3", 221. So he's got the build. Let's see if he goes out there and does it. Um, I'm gonna butcher this guy's name. Dax Dafe. I think it's Dafe. That's how you pronounce it. Fifth-year senior. I don't know where he's from. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't tell you where he transferred in from. I could hurry up and look it up, but I think it's JUCO if I had to think. Right-handed pitcher. We'll see what he's about. Um, Obviously Jack Ruckert, another Catholic guy who is in our grade, and Connor actually played against him.
Yep. Williams.
Very good in high school. I'll just say that one of the best hitters I've seen in high school.
Yep.
Huh.
He was really good.
He's an infielder. He kind of plays everywhere. Zach York, who we mentioned from Grand Canyon,
Dude is a beast.
he's gonna hit a lot of home runs, people. Um, Santiago Garcia transferred from Baylor, if I'm not mistaken. He's a left-handed pitcher, a reliever. And then Reagan Ricken, who we mentioned, is a freshman pitcher. Ethan Plog is a left-handed pitcher. He's a transfer. I don't know where from. He's hurt, I think. Oh wait, I'm sorry, that's a manager. I don't know why they had the manager in the. That was weird. Um, but yeah, I think I got them all. Oh, Trent Caraway, transfer from Oregon State.
Yep.
He was their stud at Oregon State. Comes
Third
over to,
baseman.
yep.
So do you think
He's kind of, yeah, I'd say third base probably.
he's probably gonna play there?
Um, Maybe. I really like. I'm not media trained. I swear to God, I do not know. They've been moving around a lot. Because they have a bunch of infielders. Um, Devin Sheeran, he's not a transfer or anything, but he was hurt all last year. There were talks last year when he came in that he throws 100 and has a wipeout slider.
Oh, that's who that was.
Yeah, this is him.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he tore his ACL last year, so he did not play.
Ouch.
He's back this year healthy, so we'll see. Maybe he's the closer. We'll see. Um, Zion, listen to this guy's name. Zion Theophilus, freshman right-hander. Um, don't know where he's from. I'm gonna be honest. This is a really bad segment. I did not come prepared for this at all. Um, John Shardar. I don't know much about him. A shout out though. And then finally, Marcos Paz. He's a freshman uh, pitcher, 6'2", 230. So we'll see. I think he's from New Mexico, and I'm not making that up. He's from somewhere over there, or California, somewhere in that region. And then, yeah, that's it. That's your LSU, the new LSU Tigers. Obviously, you know all the old ones, all the guys that are coming back. They got a lot of good pieces back. The one thing that will concern me, as a fan, would be the only infielder that or starter that you got back was Milam. You're literally replacing every other position but Milam.
But
And
having your entire starting outfield coming back is
yeah,
like
I was gonna
that's
say, yeah.
so big.
So, yeah, huge. Especially a guy like could possibly have two first round picks in the outfield with Curriell and Jake Brown.
Yeah.
And Jake Brown may, while he may not go in the first round, I think he's an MLB player. If
He's got the
you
tools.
remember last year when we kept calling for him to play every game,
He was
he played.
producing every time he would pinch hit,
Yep,
and then
yep. And I would think he's going to be have an even bigger role this year, as one of the leaders on the team. I fully expect him to break out again this year.
who's wearing number 8 this year?
Gavin Guidry.
Okay.
Gavin Guidry is back. See if he can pick up where he's left off.
That'd be
Um,
another huge arm for LSU's pitching. So,
yeah, that's gonna do it. Unless you want to end up with anything.
no, stay tuned for some TikToks. We're gonna put some out. Bill Belichick, and also just the weird landscape of college basketball having players who got drafted come back. Just stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Episode 92. We will see you guys on Friday for episode similar to the one we did last time with like a short of a draft style. But we'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.